Hi everyone, what's up? This video is part of a series in which I discuss a Pyspark coding question for you to practice and become prepared for the next interview. In each video, I will use a Leetcode or HackerRank SQL question and solve it using Pyspark. Question for this video is displayed on the screen. Make sure to watch this video till the end, and if you find it useful, please share it with your friends. If you're new to the channel, then please push the subscribe button as it will help my channel grow. I post videos every week to help you clear your next interview. Also, if you found this video useful, then please click the like button and share it with your friends. Now, let's get started with the video. So the question is, write a solution to report the fraction of players that logged in again on the day after the day they had first logged in, rounded to 2 decimal places. In other words, you need to count the number of players that logged in for at least 2 consecutive days starting from their first login date, and then divide the numbers by total number of players. I hope you understood what this question has asked you. So let me show you the data first. So here we have player ID, device ID, event date and game played. So this question is the Leetcode SQL number 550, which is gameplay analysis 4. You can easily find this question on Leetcode. SQL solution is also available and uploaded by many, so you can refer them. In this video, I will show you how you can solve this in Pyspark. So before wasting more time, let's directly get into the solution. So step number 1 is we calculate the first login date for each player. How I'm doing this? df.group by on player ID and aggregating on minimum of the event date. So this will return me, let's say for each player, I have the first login date, basically the lowest or the minimum of the event date. So once I have this, I am creating a new column, which is called day after first login. And how I'm doing this, I'm using the date add function on the first login date column, and I'm adding one day to whatever value is there in the first login date. And along with that, I'm also renaming the player ID so that we don't get any ambiguity error. So once I have the login after first data frame, this I will join back to the original DF, and my join keys are player ID and event date. So basically for each player, I'm checking if any one of the event date is matching with their day after first login. So let's go to the original data. So here is the player 1. Here the player logged in 2 dates, right? So if I add one day to the first login date, which is this one, it becomes 2016, 03 and 02. Now I have to look for this player only if there is a record for this player where the player has logged in on 2016, 03 and 02, which this player has. So this becomes our eligible final record. So let me show the result. So here you can see player number 1 is the only player who has logged in consecutive days. Basically, if the first login date was 0301, then day after was 0302 and player did log in on 0302. So once I have this, what I've done is, in order to find out the percentage, I've used simple Python functions. So first we will get the total number of distinct records from this, basically distinct number of players from this filtered player DF. Once I have that count, I am again checking the total count. So here I'm done df.select player ID .distinct.count. So this returns me the distinct number of players in the original data frame. So after that, it is simple. Matching players divided by total players into 100 if total players is greater than 0, of course. And using this fraction, using this 2f, you can round off your final result to 2 decimal places. And our final result is 33.33%. Now this question can be solved using 2 other methods. One is by using lead or lag, but I have not shown you that solution in this video. If you know the answer, feel free to post it in the comments so others can learn from it. Second way is using simple DF API. So let's move on to that part. So in the solution using the data frame API, up till the filtered data frame where we are joining the original DF with the login after first DF, it is entirely same except the join type is left. So that this I've done, why I've not used inner is because I want to find out the count of all the distinct players. So I want the left table to be as it is. No record should be missed out from the left table. And from the right table, only the matching record I need, which it is returning me. So moving on, filter df.aggregate, and I've done a couple of aggregates here. So let's take a look one by one. First thing, count distinct of login player ID. So how many distinct player IDs are there in login player ID column? It has only one. So this will give me 1 divided by count distinct player IDs. So this is the reason why I wanted to have all the player IDs from the left table. Now, as you can see, there are 3 distinct players. So the answer will be 1 divided by 3 multiplied by 100. And as I want the decimal point to be 2 places, so I have used round here and I've written here comma 2. Finally, I'm doing an alias, or it is called fraction. And when I display the result, well, the fraction is 33 for 0.33%. I hope you understood this question and how I solved it. Again, the link to this notebook is in the description. You don't need any CSV or any sort of external data to run this notebook. I have included the data with the notebook itself. In few days, I will launch even more such questions where I'm going to solve more Leetcode SQL questions using Pyspark. So make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you next time. So that's it for this video. If you found it useful, then please share it with your friends and like the video. In the coming few weeks, I have planned many such videos on Pyspark and SQL interview questions. So stay tuned for them, and if you have not subscribed, then please press the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.